We created a curriculum that was approved as a model for child development.
We want to make the student and family transition to elementary school as smooth as possible.
Quality early education is the link to school readiness.
By supporting in North Bay Children's Center, you're supporting families, you're supporting communities, and you're giving children and families the tools and the skills they need.
My childcare fell through, and I had a 2-month-old daughter and was looking at going back to work, and was in the middle of a severe case of postpartum depression and was kind of at the lowest of lows. And I can genuinely say that these people helped to pick me up and get me back on my feet.
Logan came to NBCC at about 5 months old, and he was sick like every other week, throwing up and very colicky in a way. We found out later on he had enlarged tonsils and adenoids. They were blocking 60% of his esophagus. Wasn't getting the proper nutrition, and the care here was just phenomenal.
There are so many families that we were able to work with and make referrals for special services that had issues that may have gone undetected until these children were in school.
Through therapists and doctors that came into the school here, we were able to get Logan to where he's a normal, healthy little boy right now. He's thriving.
Caterpillar, good job.
The vision behind the North Bay Children's Center is to really capture the cultural diversity that is here in our community, to appeal to families, all income levels, to want to participate in this kind of program that really focuses on very high quality early learning and early care. The key to a quality program is quality staff, and it's really important that we are here working with professionals who are teaching with intention. We were the first program in North Marin to provide full-day year-round childcare that was subsidized for infants and toddlers.
We cater to a lot of subsidy families. They're receiving childcare based on the donations that we receive and the funding we receive. If they didn't have that, they would have nothing.
The families that we're serving are working parents that need quality childcare.
We were looking for childcare that met the hours of a commuting family, and we needed a facility that we were able to drop the kids off at an earlier time and pick up at a later time.
There weren't many programs that really aligned their operations with what the business community needed.
The academics are great. Every child gets a book bag. It rotates every 1 to 2 weeks depending on the class, and the books are geared for their age. The kids love them.
We have 400 children that come through our doors daily, and there'll be lost shoes or lost socks, an occasional lost jacket, but no one has ever lost their Raising a Reader book bags.
You know, you're always worried as a parent, are they ready for kindergarten? Are they going to be ready for that next step? And they have the program here where they've worked with Hamilton School, which is where he'll be going, to kind of match the curriculum so that when he does move over, he knows what to expect.
The preschools are working with the kindergarten, first and second and third grade teachers to create a continuum of education. We want to make the student and family transition to elementary school as smooth as possible. So being able to give these students the tools and the skills that they need to be successful throughout elementary school and beyond is so important.
When we started our program at the McDowell School site, after the first year, 40 children graduated, and Maureen Rudder, the principal, chased me down, and she was so excited. She said, "Susan, I can't believe it. And this is the first time in history all of the children that started our kindergarten program are testing mid-year." We were prepared to roll out our curriculum that we do every fall, and we are starting with vowels. While quality care and affordable care is still very, very important, there are other needs for children and families. One is the childhood obesity epidemic. It was really important to me that North Bay Children's Center be part of the solution.
My son was weighing 80 pounds at age 5.
The norm in America is for kids to sit down in front of their videos and eat flaming hot Cheetos.
When the doctor said to me, "Your son is gonna die if you don't change," in minutes I was just like, no, I'm changing my lifestyle. When I talked to David, he said, "I'm here to help you.
The intention in this garden from the very beginning was to teach children how to eat.
I opened myself to any suggestions, anything that I could do to help my son.
We have the experience, we have the intention to keep them healthy, but in order to make that work over time, you need to embed that experience with an emotion, and the emotion that we use here is the emotion of joy.
We created a curriculum that was approved by the USDA as a model for child development that fully integrates health and nutrition into the classroom.
It's a bountiful garden. There's a lot growing in here. We cook the vegetables that we get from here, incorporate them into some of our meals, and it's nice that the kids can pick them and then bring them home and we can cook them, or they eat them on the way home sometimes. But
The berries.
the berries don't last long, that's right.
It's a hands-on teaching garden where children are able to experience planting, nurturing, taking care of what's growing in our gardens. They are linked to where our food comes from.
They get to see that big zucchini get bigger and bigger and bigger, and finally we get to eat it. So there's a whole series of lessons that this garden teaches them.
Through the Garden of Eden, these children are learning to eat healthy, and they're changing how their families are eating. And here we are, 23 years later, working with more than 400 families on a daily basis, 3 different school districts where parents are able to go to work with the peace of mind that their children are engaged in early care and educational services and programs that prepare them for success later in life.
My favorite thing about the Garden of Eden is that I'm closer to fresh fruits and vegetables, and I can bring it home to my kids.
We're just so happy that he's here, and they've given us so much that we couldn't have done all by ourselves. I'm just so grateful for everyone here and for this place.
Our programs make a difference. We are able to deliver services that have results.
Support the community, support these families, and most of all, support these children to grow in a world where they can be successful.